Good day, I am Justin Gadi and today we will going to learn the physical activities towards health and fitness, movement competency training. This course reintroduces the fundamental movement patterns that consist of non-locomotor and locomotor skills, which are integrated with the core training to meet the demands of functional fitness and physical activity performance. Emphasis will be on exercise, regression, and progression for the enhancement of fitness and the adaptation of movement competencies to independent physical activity, exercise, and healthy eating principle, periodic evaluation of one fitness and physical activity levels, as well as eating patterns will be conducted to monitor one's progress and achievement of personal fitness and dietary goals. But before that, alamin muna natin kung ano nga ba talaga ang kahalagahan ng course na ito. That will all major courses, why physical activities still remain as one of the courses we need to take even sa ibang program or profession. Now, to further understand, this course introduces a fundamental movement patterns that consist of non-locomotor and locomotor skills. So mamaya, i-explain pa natin na magbibigay ako ng ilang halimbawa ng locomotor and non-locomotor skills, which are integrated with core training to meet the demands of functional fitness and physical activity performance. So, ang goal ng course na ito is for us to build and progress and achieve physical fitness as well dietary goals, meaning hindi lang ito about sa exercise, but it also consists healthy eating principles, periodic evaluation of one fitness and physical activity levels. Number 1, physical fitness. Outcomes, improve fitness from baseline pretest levels. Now, moving on our first topic, which is physical fitness. To be healthy and able to carry out activities of daily life, you need your various bodily systems to be able to cooperate well. And this is what we mean when we talk about physical fitness. So, maraming mga exercises ang pwede nating gawin kahit nasa simpleng bagay just to make our body physically fit. Okay, meron akong example dito. Example, walking, dancing, swimming, o di kaya yung water aerobics, jogging, running, and a lot more. We can also go to gym and make to exercises. Letter A, fitness concepts. Letter B, fitness and physical activity assessments. Letter C, exercise prescriptions. Letter D, MFIT principles. Letter E, training principles, overload progression, variety, specificity, warm up, and cool down. Okay, balik tayo sa letter A. Going on the fitness concept, maraming dahilan kung bakit up until tertiary education ang itinuturo pa rin ng physical education, most especially fitness. Marami kasi sa atin ngayon na kahit isang oras ang maglakad ay pagod na at mas pipiliin na lang na gumamit ng phones maghapon. As a result ay hindi man lang sila nagkakaroon ng time to exercise and igalaw ang kanilang katawan. So why is it important for us to be physically fit? Ano-ano nga ba ang ni-improve nito sa ating katawan? To understand, mayroon tayong 5 components of physical fitness. These are cardiovascular endurance, muscular strength, muscular endurance, flexibility, and body composition. Okay, your body capacity to maintain a steady pace during strenuous physical activity such as running, jogging, swimming, cycling, or any other activity that requires your cardiovascular system, lungs, heart, blood vessels to function for lengthy periods of time of referred to as cardiovascular endurance. So, pinakamalakas nito ang ating cardiovascular system to avoid in any cardio disease such as heart diseases and lungs. Sa muscular strength naman is nag-aim itong palakasin tayo physically for us to be able to lift and carry heavy objects of hindi maging mahina ang ating katawan. For muscular endurance, it means that your muscles have the capacity to continue contracting for considerable amount of time rather to merely lifting, carrying something for few seconds. That muscles are engaged for minutes. Next is flexibility, which is isa sa pinakamahalagang component ng physical health, but a lot of people neglected this component. Mahalagang maintindihan natin that if a person did not have flexibility, their muscle and joints would become rigid and their range of motion would be restricted. Training your flexibility guarantees that your body can move through its full range of motion without experiencing any discomfort or stiffness as a result. And lastly is body composition or body fat composition. Kung ano ang amount ng fat na mayroon sa iyong katawan, so it says that men must have body fat composition lower than 17% and women lower than is 24%. Okay, letter B. Next is fitness and physical activity assessment. This area is nagkaroon ng tinatawag na fitness assessment. Ito ay mga series of tests na nagme-measure at nag-monitor ang physical fitness level sa isang students. Assessment of physical activity, ang physical fitness when utilized appropriately have a potential to not only improve the individual promotion of physical activity but also give useful outcome measurements that may help promote family and community support for physical education. Letter C. Now we also have exercise prescriptions which is you need to establish a fitness goals. So syempre hindi lang naman nag-exercise ang isang tao nang walang dahilan. A lot of times na mayroon silang goal. Either they wanted na palakihin ang kanilang katawan to create abs or biceps, or ang mga medicinal purposes naman is kapag galing sa malalang sakit na tao or pasyente is para lumakas ang kanilang katawan. So different goals is also different sets of exercises, different types, iba rin ng intensity, duration as well as frequency ng isang activity. Patients' cardiovascular fitness may be significantly improved by the provision of customized exercise prescriptions, which can also prevent patients against that onset of chronic illness and its progression. Letter D. Move on. We also have the mga fit and fit principle. Ang pagkakaroon ng fit, which is stand for frequency, intensity, time and type na general guidelines para malaman kung ano ba dapat ang isama or consider ng ating fitness plan. It is essential to bear in mind that the fitness objectives of each member of the family of different people will be distinct from one another in account of factors such as age, sex, present fitness level, and available resources. Letter E. Lastly is training principles. The principles of specificity, progression, overload, adaptation, and reversibility or why practicing frequently and consistently are so important if you want to improve your performance. Training principle will likely bibigyan ka ng enough understanding and knowledge about different training types and effects nito sa katawan. It will provide you with concept of the appropriate training regimen ought to look like. One that is more effective and has lower risk of injury. It is impossible to overstate the significance of having solid training programs in place. Our next topic naman is about activity specific skills. In this part, maintindihan natin na there are certain basic movement skills ang kailangan gawin as a starting point for different activities and sports. Na hindi lang basta mag-jump into heavy exercises, but we need to start sa mga basic skills. If students are enabled to master these fundamental physical skills, they will be enabled to create foundation necessary for participating in more sophisticated sporting activities. In physical fitness, locomotor is non-locomotor and the fundamental movement skills, and students need to participate in a variety of physical activities in a competent and self-assured manner. Next tayo, non-locomotor skills. Bracing the core, dead bug series, rolling, bird dog series, press up, scapular, protraction and retraction, plank series, squat series. Okay. Under these activity-specific skills, first we have is non-locomotor skills. Based sa ating pinag-aralan, kahit pa noon, these are the exercises of activities na hindi mo kailangan umalis sa pwesto mo just to make exercises. Motions involving and broad variety to bodily joints such as bending, twisting, curling, and swaying fall under the category of non-locomotor abilities. Introduce each ability by first going through its mechanics such as weight transfer and arm-leg opposition, and then moving on to the ability itself. Some example pa as written are bracing the core, dead bug series, rolling bird dog series, press up, scapular, protraction and retraction, and also plank and squat series. Letter B, locomotor skills, crawl and creep, landing, jumping, throwing, linear movement, hop, skip, leap or bound, jump, run, lateral movements, slide, crossover, grapevine. Letter B. Next is locomotor skills. Ito naman ang kabaligtaran ng non-locomotor skills, which enable student to more through different environments, moving our body from the place to another. Aside from the locomotor skills, we will create confidence and will develop sense of freedom. Some example of locomotor skills are walking, running, crawling, and sa mga exercise naman ay landing and jumping, throwing, linear movement just like hop, skip, lead, or bound. We also have the lateral movement kagaya ng slide, crossover, and grapevine. Next tayo, number 3, activity specific skills. Okay. A, basic resistance training movement patterns. Lower body squat, lunges, and hind. Upper body horizontal, pull and push, vertical, pull and push, lifting and throwing. Then kasama dito yung number 4, healthy eating habits, nutrient their functions, and recommended intake. Letter B, eating practices. Then display movement, competence, and confident. Execute proper exercise techniques while using the variety of resistance training equipment. Observe safely procedures in the use of exercise equipments and facilities. Evaluate personal food log based on dietary recommendation. Interpret food labels accurately. Critique health claims or food products and popular dietary practices. Identify credible sources of information. So ayun, under pa rin siya ng activity-specific skills ay basic resistance training, movement pattern. Mahalaga na malaman din natin na ang resistance training ay makakatulong para maiwasan natin ang different muscle injuries. It increases muscle strength by making our muscle work again and weight or force. Under this, mayroon resistance training like free weight machines, resistance bands, and even our own body weight. To get the most out of their workouts, beginners should try to get in at least 2 or 3 sessions each week. Before beginning a new fitness program, you should make sure that you have completed an adult pre-exercise screening tools consulted with several specialists, including your primary care physician, an exercise psychologist, a physiotherapist, or an proactive certified professional. To maximize increases is both strength, growth, you should give a muscle group at least 48 hours of rest between workout. Example, our lower body squat, lunges, and hinge. Also upper body, horizontal pull and push. Meron din vertical pull and push. And as well as lifting and throwing. Moving on to our last topic, which is kasama ang mahalagang components sa physical fitness, ang pagkakaroon ng healthy eating habits. Mahalaga na hindi lang nakadepende sa physical exercises, but we need to make sure also na may enough na energy tayo para magawa or ma-perform ang different exercises of activities. You need to make sure na isasabay mo dito ang tinatawag na well-balanced diet. Both healthy eating, physical activity have positive impact on our overall health. The risk of chronic illnesses such as diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, stroke, and certain malignancies, as well as the accompanying disability, may be reduced, as can the risk of these diseases. Stop yourself from gaining weight and or get to the lose weight. Just make sure na kumpleto ang nutrient na kinakain natin sa isang araw. Hindi lang puro carbs, hindi lang din puro protein. Dapat may balance ng mga sinusunod and right amount, right time, as well as right exercise fit sa ating pangangatawan. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I'm Mr. Tayubong from Dinalupiang, Bataan, Philippines, studying Bachelor of Science in Exercise and Sport Science at Bataan Peninsula State University, Urani Campus. So today I'm going to explain about Path Fit. Number 1. Movement Competency Training Syllabus. Specific. VMGO or Vision, Mission, Goals, and Objectives. The Vision, Mission, Goals, and Objectives or VMGO serve as the cornerstone of an educational situation. It is the first and the primary area that is examined in times of accreditation. The purpose of VMGO is to guide students to utilize the tools and resources to understand their interests and abilities, identify academic goals, and develop appropriate academic plans. Second, the BU, HATO routine. HATO routines that is made from Bicol University or BU will help students to achieve their fitness goal. Aside sa ma-achieve nila fitness goals nila, maso-showcase din yung talent nila sa paggawa ng HATO routines nila. Number 3, active and healthy living. The World Health Organization recommends that adults aged 18 to 64 years should do to at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic physical activity or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity aerobic physical activity throughout the week, or an equivalent combination of moderate and vigorous intensity activity. Sa tulong nito, pwede tayong magkaroon ng healthy at active lifestyle. Second, movement competency or MC is defined as the development of sufficient skill to assure successful performance in different physical activities. By doing MC, malalaman mo sa sarili mo ano ang weakness at strength mo. At ayun yung enhance mo. Magiging self-rewarding to kasi pakiramdam mo hindi mo kaya tapos malalaman mo ay kaya ko pala. Third, kapag nag-diet ka at nag-exercise, hindi kung kailan mo lang naiisipan. Dapat consistent ka para ma-monitor mo kung may progress ka ba. Fourth, physical activity is not just about being fit physical, about as well as mentally. Kasabay ng exercise mo sa katawan mo, dapat i-exercise mo rin yung ugali at utak mo. And ang physical activity rin ay makakatulong sa mga athletes kasi pwede itong mag-serve as basics sa kanila to do vigorous trainings. 6, kailangan rin sa physical activity maging aware ka sa mga taong nakakasama mo. Halimbawa, group A or physical activity, gagawin nyo dapat makipag-coordinate. May pag-coordinate ka sa mga kasama nyo kung saan kayo magkakasundo na kung anong gagawin. Next, advocacy and action. First, dapat ang physical activity meron sunod-sunod na plano or goal. Ito yung mag-serve as guidelines mo sa mga gagawin mo throughout the process. Second, dapat as a person na involved sa ganitong activity, humikaya tayo ng mga tao na gawin din ito. Ipaalam sa kanila kung ano ang kagandahan at may tutulong nito sa atin. Third, kapag ikaw ay isang active na tao at marami ka nang naimpluwensyahan, Pwede mo rin hikayatin ng community mo or even school na ma-involve sa mga physical activity. Next, learning content. Class orientation. Kung online gagawin ang physical activity, dapat malaman ng mga student mo yung rules at VMGO ng ginagawa nyo para sa ganun mag-serve ito as their motivation. Hindi rin pwede na may sarili silang desisyon. Discipline is the first thing na dapat malaman ng mga estudyante. Next, physical activity. Yung content syempre dito papasok. Yung physical activity na gagawin mo, kasabay nun, yung mga reading materials at questions para ma-monitor kung sila ba talaga ay nagpo-focus sa ginagawa nila. And next, instructional delivery. Face-to-face or blend learning. Itong lecture method, syempre, nakadepende ito sa guidelines ng school. Kung inaalaw na ba nila ang face-to-face, blended, or online types of lecture. Next, instructional resources. PPT presentation, electronics copy course guide. Sa pagtuturo dahil may technology ngayon, mostly PPT, course packet or videos na napapanood online ang magseserve sa student as example ng mga gawain. Next, performance standard. Dito naman dapat ang goal ni instructor 100% ng student niya ay alam ang ginagawa. Dapat not just physical but also mentally para makita na meron quality education at masunod yung VMGO. Next, assessment task output. Meron dito write an exam para maging familiar sa mga pangalan at tawag sa mga ginagawa activity. Tapos, yung isa naman, eto na yung assessment which is gagawin ng student yung mga natutunan nila. Second, dito naman ay yung time allotment. Kung ilang beses at ilang oras gagawin ito sa loob ng isang linggo. Next, time allotment. So ito yung grading system, midterm and final exam are also known as the periodical test. Ito yung lahat ng napag-aralan nyo is makikita nyo sa buong exam. Performance task outputs. Usually, ito yung quiz or mga performance na pinagawa ng teacher. Exam, yung mga activities. Example, yung mga activities na tulad ng pasayaw ni teacher by group. Tapos, gradean ng mga student class. Participation naman. Usually covered nito ang class attendance at kung active ba si student sa mga pinagagawa ni sir or ma'am. Thank you very much sa pagpakikinig.
Good day all. First of all is BU grading system. Sa midterm final examination assessment ay may 30%. Sa performance task outputs naman ay 60%. Sa class participation naman ay 10%. And a total of 100%. Sa system computing grades naman ay final grade equals midterm grade 30% plus tentative final grade 70%. Next, course requirements. Types of requirements. Course ay taste and examination. Sa specific requirements naman, short quiz. Sa modality of submission, face-to-face. Sa due date, every after discussion. Next, performance-based assessment. Sa specific requirements naman, practical assessment, performance tasks, and circuit training. Sa modality of submission naman, face-to-face. Sa due date, every after discussion. Next, output. Specific requirements naman, class project. Sa modality of submission naman, face-to-face. Sa due date, September 26 to 30, 2022. Next, written work. Sa specific requirements naman, PAR-Q, PAL, tsaka APAC-Q. Sa modality of submission naman, face-to-face and Google Classroom. Sa due date naman, every after discussion, every end of the month. And next, class participation. Sa specific requirements naman, oral recitation and attendance. Sa modality of submission naman, face-to-face. And due date during classes. Next, course outline. First is specific learning outcomes. A. Defining physical fitness and terminologies and differentiating the fitness components. B. Interpreting the concepts and principle of fit and training principle of exercise through physical activity log. C. Demonstrate understanding of the basics of structure of core anatomy and relate to exercise. Next, learning content. 1. Physical fitness concept. A. Legal basis of PE. B. Objectives of PE. C. Health and skills related components. D. Physical activity recommendation. E. Training principle. F. Core anatomy. Next, instructional delivery. Face-to-face and blended learning. Don't forget lecture methods and structured overview. Next, instructional resources. Visual aids, PowerPoint presentation and handout. Next, performance standard. 95% of students participate in the lecture and answer assessment with passing score. Next, assessment of task outputs. A. Summative assessment short quiz. B. Physical activity log. C. International physical activity questionnaire. And the last, time allotment. 2 hours week 2 face-to-face.
Hello, my name is John Alextera. Today, I will discuss Part 1, Movement Competency Training. My topic, Physical Activity and Fitness Test. First, body composition. Body mass index is typically used to evaluate the general health. Body mass index. Measure your weight in kilogram and height in meters and record the result. Be sure to record the unit of measurement. Calculate BMI. For example, my weight is 75 kilograms and my height is 1.75 meters. Square root of height. For example, 1.75 times 1.75 equals 3.06. And divide your weight. For example, 75 divide 3.06 equal 24.5. And 24.5 is your BMI. 3-minute step test. 1. Stand in front of the bench, step or back. Start by stepping up with one foot, followed by other foot, and then stepping down in the reverse order. You may start with either foot as the lead foot, and if that leg becomes tired, feel free to change to other foot as the lead foot. Do your best to make each step in time with the audible signal provided by metronome. 3. Stop after 3 minutes, approximately 5 seconds after the test. Finish remain standing and measure your heart rate by placing your fingers on your neck or wrist and count your pulse for the 15 seconds period. Convert your 15 second pulse count to a value for recovery heart rate by multiple by 4. Convert your 15-second pulse count to a value for recovery heart rate by multiplying by 4. Recovery heart rate, for example, 15 times 4 equals 60 BPM. Push-ups. Push-up. Lie flat on the ground with your chest facing downward and your feet, typically for men. Knees typically for women, next to each other. Then place the palms of your hands on the ground just wider than your shoulder. Next, push your body up until just your hand. Endos typically for men, knees typically for women, are touching the ground as your starting position. When the test begins, bend your elbow until your upper arms are parallel to ground, and then return the starting position while keeping your legs strong and neck in a starting line. After you finish the number of your full repetition, complete the required movement pattern in the final result.
Flexibility test. Sit and reach.
Put the yardstick on the ground with a strip of tape across the 15 inches mark. With your shoes opposite on the floor with the yardstick between your legs and the 0 inches and closet to you. Keep your legs straight and your feet around 12 inches apart. Sitting up straight, position your heels at the 14 inches mark. Place one hand directly on top of the other. Slowly reach forward as far as you can without bouncing. Drop your head if it helps, and sure to inhale as you stretch. Not where the ends of your finger reach on the yardstick. Repeat 2 more times and record the farthest distance.
Zipper test.
Stand and raise your right arm above your head, bending your right elbow, reach behind your head. With your palm touching your body, reach as far down the middle of your back as you can, with your fingers pointed down. Wall sit in an exercise done to strengthen the quadrant muscle. A similar physical activity is known as the gentler position. The exercise is characterized by the 2 right angles formed by the body, one at the hips and one at the knees. The plank is an isometric core strength exercise that involves maintaining a position similar to push-up for the maximum possible time. The hexagon agility test is a simple test of agility. The test involves quickly and jumping in and out of hexagon shape. It is similar to the quadrant jump test and another HES test, in which they jump over handles as they go around the hexagon.